Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about my previous video that I made about regretting coming back to Nigeria, and thank you so much for the support on that video. I loved the conversation, but I felt like the conversation needed to continue because a lot of you asked me like, oh, why not call out the name of the bank? So just in case you haven't seen that video, I spoke about the bad customer service in banks. Like when they want you to open accounts, they're all over you, they're calling you, and the moment you open it, they don't care about you. Like they're doing an upgrade and a simple message to say, okay, we'll be upgrading next week. Just so you can have other sources, maybe do cash or something like that. But they don't care until you say you're ready to close the account. Then you see everybody running around. So I spoke about that, and customer service is something that I have been complaining about. When you live in a country where customer service is taken seriously, and then you come to a country where customer service is almost like it doesn't exist, because customer service is, we can have a whole conversation about customer service. It is the center of your business. And I was also very disappointed to hear that a lot of people were saying things like, oh, it's because of the government, went head to toe. But that's not my point. The point I was making in that video is that the change starts from us, your business, right? If you have dealt with, in fact, this past few days, I almost said that I will stop shopping with Instagram vendors because I've had two terrible experiences with customer service, right? And let's not even dwell on that. But I just want to really address why I did not mention the name of that bank. Remember, I started by saying that I was not going to mention the name of that bank for security reasons. So I'm going to talk about that because I have been scammed for the same reason. And when I make a video, is because I know that my audience are mostly Nigerians in the diaspora who, hope to come back one day, or Africans generally who hope to come to Nigeria. So I'm making this video so that you can learn. That's why in that video, I said that even as a Nigerian, I've learned that you cannot have one bank account. Because if I'm to mention the bank, I'll mention almost all the bank. Not too long ago, all the banks in Nigeria left us stranded. So this thing is not even peculiar to one bank. But because this is my main bank that I have been banking with, and it's been a holiday, so I haven't even gone in there, I didn't want to mention their name for this reason. 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not confusing, because the way time runs these days, as a digital marketer, I usually run ads for companies. And on this particular period, Nigerian banks decided that our cards were not going to work anywhere. And I hate running accounts with my foreign cards, because sometimes when your location is in Nigeria, they will block it and, say it's fraud and stuff like that. And also I try not to put my main bank cards that I use on this website, just in case there's anything, right? So this particular bank that I use solely for running ads, so I just put the money I want there and I run ads. It wasn't working. I was looking for cards to use. I remember my work is tied to this. So what happens next? Someone introduces me to Wallet Africa, because that's what she has been using. It's an online banking. I don't even know how to explain it, but basically they have a virtual card that they can just give you for you to make those payments. And I was like, oh, that's better. So that way I can just put the amount, I can transfer to that place. But for you to pay the dollar, you need to transfer Naira, and then they will then move the Naira to the dollar. Does that make sense? So it's an app that it has, if you want to pay, you have to pay in Naira, right? Then when you pay in Naira, if you want to run the ads in dollars, you have your dollar account number. So on that app, you transfer the Naira to the dollar one. So I've been using it. I use it for for about a year. Everything was going fine. I even recommended to a few people when people say, oh, what card do you use to run ads? And then I saw that they now had a Nigerian virtual card. Physical card. So I was like, oh, let me get this as well, so that I can be using it to send my staff on, to go and get things. Instead of giving them my own card, I can just give that, I can use that card as like a service card. So I order for the card, especially because I saw powered by UBA, United Bank of Africa, which is, a big bank in Nigeria. So they send me the card. Yes, like they even charge me for delivery. My card comes, I go and activate it, change my PIN and all, and I put in Naira inside that money, inside that card. I tried to use it. It didn't work. So I messaged them and they're like, oh, we're working on our Naira, something, something, something. But the dollar one kept working, right? So I was like, okay, I just have 60,000 there. At that time, it was $100, but 60,000 was $100, which is the Naira one. But the dollar part was working. So I was using it. On this particular occasion, I was trying to run ads and I put $100 there, which is 70,000, which is 100 and something dollars, depending on the rate. Like I said, you put Naira, then they will change it. I wasn't able to use the card. I wasn't able to take out the money. I messaged these people. I used their channel. I went on the app because the app has customer service place. Now, mind you, I've messaged this customer service like 1 or 2, 3 times because sometimes when you're trying to make a payment, a token will come and that token wasn't coming. That's the problem. So I'd messaged them. They said, oh, we're having issues. We'll do it in the morning to work. But for like almost 4 months, these guys did not reply my message. They did not respond to my email. Nothing. I was like worried that, what happened? These people used to be very effective. So on this particular day, I don't know why I decided to go on. Okay, yes. So I was having issues with my own bank. And they said that I should go on Instagram and send a DM. So I was like, oh, that's even good self. It's true. Banks are now using direct message to, pass messages. So it's even easier. And they'll just say that don't give out personal information and all that. So if they did, like I messaged my bank by DM. They told me what to do and I did it. And, I got a swift response. I was like, it's true. Let me even try Wallet Africa Instagram. That I haven't tried their Instagram. I've only tried their email and their service center, their WhatsApp, everything. So let me try their Instagram. I go to their Instagram and I see complaints on the comment section. People were complaining. My money has been stuck for this while. People were ranting. People were angry. Now, on the comment section, hear this. So some people were responding to say, oh, guys, don't worry. Not a business account, like regular place, like, that happened to me, but they've solved it. Don't worry, just let them send you a DM. They'll send you a DM and they will solve it. So someone commented, he says, Wallet Africa help something, and said, what did they say again? They said, sorry about your experience, we'll send you a DM. So they were like, obviously people were ranting. So I commented as well, like, oh, you guys haven't responded to me. What's happening? And then this account responds to say, we will send you a DM under their official account. Now, a lot of organizations do that as well. When they have like influx of people, they have a separate account, like a separate social media account that handles inquiries. They have another one like where their IT guys are in charge of for things that are like technical things, right? So at that point, a girl wasn't thinking. They sent me a DM shortly after to say, sorry about your experience, what is happening? I said, I have not been able to transfer money there. They said, okay, we are having issues with our app. So you can do this by going directly to the website. Here is the website link, www.walletafrica, blah, blah, blah. The link is there. I click it. Sarah never does that. But I'm like, okay. I click the link and I go there. It's not asking me for any personal information. It's just like I log in. They say when I log in, I should change my password so it can work. So when I logged in, it logged in. And I saw my dashboard. So as advised, I changed my password. And I still did not get the token. So they messaged me. I respond again to say that I haven't gotten the token, which is the same reason I couldn't use the app. So they say, oh, that they are working on it, that it will come. And when it comes, to confirm I'm really the one, I have to give them the last 2 digits. So let's say 4 digits will come, but I should only give them the last 2 digits. Now, sometimes when you call the bank, they'll tell you, give us the last 4 digits of your ATM card, not the full, to confirm is you. They will ask you some questions. So it didn't feel strange to me, especially since they were not asking for the full digits, and especially because it was like, okay, when I logged in, I saw the dashboard and I saw my money. So it's just for people to confirm is me so that the money will be released and to be able to be paid into my account. So I try, it doesn't work. Like 3 times, I even get more frustrated. Then I'm like, hello, it's not working. They are not responding to me again. Like 4 days later, that was actually in the evening. I had just come back from work at that time. And they sent me a message to say, has it worked? I was like, no, what is wrong with you guys? I went on, I was ranting, like, what is this? You guys are so unprofessional, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm trying to run ads with this card. I've been using it. They apologized and said, don't worry, ma. We must solve it today. Go back to the website, put your change your password, and the code will come. I did exactly that. This time around, the code came. I gave it to them, the last 2 digits. They sent another message to say that the code will come again, that it has expired, that I sent it late. So that they're online now, so I should send the last 2 digits. So I sent it again. As soon as I sent it, I got an alert. No, not a credit alert, a debit alert. Because they had taken the 70,000 that was in the account. Thank God. Because if I had anything more, everything would have been gone. And they did not send it into an account, because when I contacted CBN, the problem was that they did not send it to an account. They sent it to a phone number. So apparently there was this thing MTN does. It's like a Ghana number. It's not even a Nigerian number. So they sent it to the number. At that time, I'm hot because even if your $7 is missing, it is money. But a bit of me, like, I'm still grateful because I was supposed to run ads that cost a lot of money. So imagine, because those guys were going to clear whatever was there. I sent a message as usual. I sent an email. They respond. I don't even know if they have even hacked the Wallet Africa email, because the kind of response I got was like, sorry about that. Please change your password. I swear to God. So I go on Twitter at this point to actually know, okay, what's even happening with these guys? Like, what's going on? I'm seeing that people are going crazy on Twitter. Now, the CEO of this company was also blocking people, because I know I commented and he blocked me. So if you say that, oh, you've been scammed or something like that, they will block you. I went to Nairaland, where I had seen about Wallet Africa before. I saw that the person that posted it put an update and also said, update, please don't use these people, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guy. So at this point, I'm like, Sarah, you have been scammed for the first time ever. But by God's grace, it will be the last. Because I went back to drawing, but this time around, I now took a deep breath and I went back to see what happened. Apparently, when you have issues with your bank and you go to the bank's Instagram and comment, the scammers are watching. They know that you now bank there. Now, you know why I didn't mention my bank when I was ranting. They know you bank there. So they start targeting you. Apparently, they also took advantage of the fact that Wallet Africa, the people were not responding to people. So it was easy for them to come on their own page and be telling people, we will send you a DM. And it was easy for people to trust them, because they were putting it on the page that this is actually the help center. Now I go back again and realize that the website is www.walletafrica.com/something. So that's when my IT guy shows me that the reason I was able to see all that was because they had cloned the website. And the moment I changed my password, I put in my password and changed it, they were able to see it. And that's how they were able to generate the code. And I'm wondering, how is it that I have been trying to get this code? It's not coming. But scammers are able to quickly send the code and use it. That's when I go on Twitter and I see that people are losing their mind, that it has been happening to them. Their money has been stuck there. Even, guess what? I comment again on Twitter just to know. Another account quickly sends me a DM to say, oh, we've seen your issue. I abused that account there. To say, we've seen the issue, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, we're working on it. Kindly go through this. So these same people were on Twitter. In fact, one girl responded to their account and said, I'm still waiting for your DM. You said you would send me a DM. I quickly sent her a message. I said, please, those are scammers. I was just scammed. So I learned a very huge lesson that day because I spoke to someone and she also said that it had happened to her with her bank. She went on the bank and commented and they took advantage of it. That whatever situation you are, when it comes to your financial, like the bank you bank with, be careful with your details. Go to their DM. Make sure you're dealing only with their authorized handles. You know why? Because at that time, you're frustrated and they know you're frustrated. So they'll do anything. They know that you will do anything rather to get their answers. So that's the time they'll come because you're not thinking. It was on a normal day. I check emails. I check website. Like, even when my Facebook, I don't know, Facebook sent me a message that someone was trying to log in, like, should check this link if it's not me. Before I went to the link, I checked the dots. I checked the previous message I had used to reset my password to be sure that it's coming from the same place. I'm usually that detailed. But you know, when there is an issue, when it feels like there's trouble, you're not thinking. And that was exactly what happened to me. And that was how I got scammed of that 70,000. As for the 60,000, that one was still there. I was never able to withdraw it. The card never worked. I went into UBA, by the way. I know what the lady told me. She said, oh, we don't have any affiliation with them. I said, but this is the card. And your, UBA is written there, meaning like the issuing this, and they're like, oh, it's just a partnership, like Jumia. You know how people can put their things on Jumia. Like, it's not like we have this thing with it. I was like, hey. The reason I even trusted these people was because of that name UBA behind. I said, so you guys can just partner with anybody. She said, oh, that she was going to take it up and talk to them about it. I said, the reason I actually trusted these people was when I saw Powered by UBA. So I knew that, oh, okay, as bad as the bad, I can go into a bank and they will do something about it. No. I tried to check recently. The app doesn't even exist again. Whether they've sold it, whether they've changed the name, I don't know. But I didn't see it in the App Store for iPhone. I guess I should check with them. But I don't think, because I checked their Instagram, I checked everything. I could not find any trace of Wallet Africa again. So now you know that when I said I didn't want to mention my account, my bank, it's not because I was covering for the bank. No. It's because I knew that some people watching that would try to take advantage of it. Now they know I bank with that bank and I'll start getting calls because, trust me, these guys work overnight. They call you. They've called me so many times. I don't bank with Union Bank. They'll call and say, hello. They'll call your first name, middle name, last name. You don't know how they go your number. They said, there's a problem with your account at Union Bank. Then because I've never opened a Union Bank, I'll hang up or they'll call it. So that's why at that time, I did not mention the bank for my own security reasons, because I know that they'll start working over time because they know that right now I was desperate to get the code to come for me to be able to log in. So I just wanted to be sure that I was talking to the right channel. And secondly, like I said, that video was about customer service being an issue in Nigeria from top to bottom. Top to bottom communication. People thinking that you are doing them, they are doing you a favor. Sellers making videos that are making it look like, because they join sessions that tell them that you're the king, know your worth, your real sellers, your real buyers will come. No. Customer service is the core of every business. So had it been I was defrauded by that bank, maybe my money was missing, trust me, I'd have come out and I'll call them out. Like, I will come out and I'll call them out. But because it's a customer service issue, and because of my previous experience, because like I said, when I talked about it, everybody said, oh no, next time you're going through that, don't go to the bank, Instagram to comment. Don't even let people know that this is your primary bank or like this is your main bank. No, that's why even my business now, a lot of business, they use this Paystack generated account number. Yeah. So that's actually how I was scammed. And yeah, this could happen to anybody. It's not peculiar to Wallet Africa. People have been scammed using big banks because of this mistake. Yes, like I told you, my friend told me that it actually happened to her. She went on the comment section, they came on her DM, and at that time she was so stranded because the bank had left her stranded and she wasn't even thinking. Recently even happened to a Nigerian actress that spoke about it. They sent her code. They were chatting with her. They had the logo, everything. The moment they gave her, they cleared her money. The good thing is that because she fell into millions, banks were able to help her retrieve her money because she came back to say that, okay, they helped her to retrieve her money, but this is how she fell scammed. The same thing, she was going through issues. She mentioned it. They took advantage, messaged her. She thought she was chatting with them. They had the exact number, stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's my story. And again, like I keep saying in all my videos, when I make these videos, Nigeria, I love Nigeria. And the reason I talk about these things is because when something happens to me, I don't want it to happen to someone else. And secondly, I want us, when we are in these positions, to be able to know that customer service is the core of our business. Example, if Wallet Africa customer service was on point, responded to me and all, I won't get desperate and start looking for answers and allow scammers take advantage of me. Someone commented on my page and I agree. They have customer service numbers everywhere. You will call. You can't reach them. They will not pick your call. So why do you have a number? You will send emails. They don't respond to your email. So it's not just about banking sector. It's top to bottom. Is that your small Instagram business? How you handle that small Instagram business? How you handle that small Facebook business? If all of us start working like on our own level, little level, start making things right, trust me, this place will be a better country. This country will be better. Thank you so much for watching and looking forward to the amazing conversations that we have on the comment section. As usual, I'll be there to respond to as many comments as I can. Thank you so much and bless you.